Hey guys, how you doing? It's Chris with Show Up Fitness. I'm here to show you some basic foam rolling 101 for the lower body. If you notice when you do a squat, your knees buckle in. It's probably indicative of your calves being pretty tight, your inner thigh, your adductors, also your big quad muscles. So I'm going to show you how to foam roll those today and all the different things we can do to help release some of that tension. So we have our basic foam roll. You see people use this inaccurately at the gym. They go really fast, and that's not optimal way. We have something more advanced, the trigger point roller. This thing's pretty legit. I like this. And then we have the grid. I'm going to show you some examples on the grid today. So first we're going to get into the gastroc, the calf area, just to show you a little bit more about that anatomy. The lower part is the soleus, the upper part's the gastroc. Don't go on this bone, the calcaneal bone or the Achilles tendon. Kind of avoid that. We're just going to start this smaller area. Make sure you're properly hydrated, and if you have any shoulder problems, this can be it's going to irritate a little bit, so just be careful. This is going to make it more advanced by crossing my foot, then I'm going to come up on my shoulders. I'm just going to find that cuspid spot. I'm going to hold for 10 seconds. That's important to do, hold for 10 seconds. And then after 10, I want you to introduce some movement for another 10 seconds, so go back and forth. It shouldn't feel good. If it feels good, you're doing it wrong. You should want to say a nice pretty name. Another 10 seconds, 10 rotations, and then lastly I want you to get some activation in there, movement. Go forward and back for another 10 repetitions. And this is going to be good just for the lower region. Then I would suggest moving up and getting into the gastroc. That's going to be the higher region. So the same process, 10-second hold, and I'm going kind of fast just because I want to have a 25-minute YouTube video. 10 seconds back and forth. 10 repetitions, and then activation. And I would do that on both calves before like a leg, squat, deadlift workout. Both sides. And then I'm going to come into the middle region, and that's going to be your adductors. What I like to do is put it parallel to my body, kind of straddle it, make it your new best friend, and kind of the same process. We're going to find that sensitive spot. Hold for 10. After that 10 seconds, we're going to rotate up and down. If you want to apply a little pressure with your hands, you can do that as well. Really get into those because they can get really, really sensitive. Remember, the purpose of this isn't to cause too much pain where you're bruising the next day, but it shouldn't be pleasant. And then activate. Get some knee extension, some knee flexion. Do that for a solid 10 repetitions. There we go. Both sides, hit a couple spots. And last but not least, probably the most painful is going to be your quads. And we're going to go right above the kneecap and work your way up towards the ASIS, the anterior superior iliac spine up here. It's a little bone on the top of your pelvis. Hold for 10. I don't want lots of movement, just hold. You see people doing this a lot in the gym and it's stupid, it's not going to do anything. So hold it, don't move. Cuspid spot, back and forth for 10 repetitions, and then the real doozy, get flexion in there for another 10. And right there is foam rolling 101 for the lower body. Stay tuned for more. Coming up, the upper body next. That's pretty good.